Hello, my name is Joe Saxton and I'm Chair of the Association of Chairs. I want to tell you about in this short video is the results of the consultation we did earlier this year to find out what people thought are the priorities for the development of a governance strategy. In other words, what is it that we should be trying to change about the way that charities and not-for-profit boards work? And we got 600 responses, just over 600, which is fantastic. So if you're one of the people who took part, thank you very much. And we got a really useful set of comments. But actually in this video, I just want to talk about what the highest priorities were as people saw them, and a little bit about what we're going to do about it. Well, top of the tree came diversity and inclusion. In other words, the things that people said were the biggest priority was how to make our trustees and our non-profit boards more like the population of the UK as a whole. And that's by a whole manner of things. That's by age, that's by ethnicity, that's by disability, that's by class, that's by sexuality, that's by religious inclination, and so on. All of those things are really important, and at the moment, trustees aren't particularly like the population as a whole. So we need to work out how we do more of that, and that was the highest priority in the responses. Next on the list was a learning culture. In other words, what people were after is to say that when you become a trustee, there's more learning going on. There's more personal development, there's more training, there's more development. So people don't just become on a board and go out of it not having learned anything, not been on any training, not developed their own skills, and in particular and importantly, not develop the skills of the board. So that was the next highest on the list, that people wanted a learning culture for the organisations that they were working for. And that's really helpful. And the third of the list was board values. What is it that good behaviour looks like? Now you may think that's a slightly odd thing, but what we hear about a lot in our Chairs in Need service, and what I know the Charity Commission Services hears a lot about, is some of the things where boards go wrong. And often that's because people aren't sticking to some of the basic human etiquette, the basically decent ways of behaving. So we want to help people be clearer about what good behaviour looks like. But overall, we're really pleased with the results. It gives us a really strong and clear focus for the next few years of the kind of things that we need to be working on absolutely hand in glove with other people who are keen on this area, because that's the only way we're going to make progress to say that in 10 years' time we have better, more powerful, more effective boards than we do at the moment.